What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nabi Podcast. I'm your host, Sani Nabi, and we are back with more NBA news. Yesterday, the night of June 23rd, we watched yet another instant classic playoff game in this year's postseason. Last week, it was Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks, who gave us a super intense Game 7, two super intense Game 7s. In both series matchups where we saw the two underdog teams of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks win to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals to face each other. This time, though, the game that we saw on the West side was the Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals that took place between the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers. After taking the edge in Game 1, the Phoenix Suns came into this game trying to take a demanding 2-0 lead. Although the game's scoring volume was pretty average, it was the intensity of how the points were scored that was, the more entertaining factor here. Between alley-oops on multiple occasions and trick shots that went in, and even the heavily contested three-pointers that were made, everything about this game just had every real basketball fan's eyes glued to that TV. And especially the ending, which we will eventually get to. In the first quarter, we saw both teams come out neck and neck and not let either start, to steal the game away, and pretty much just went bucket for bucket, ending the first quarter with a score of 25-22, with the Suns in the lead. In that quarter, we saw Devin Booker get defended so well that it took just about a full quarter for him to get his first field goal, and made his first shot with about a minute left in that first quarter. But it was the Suns center Deandre Ayton, along with the Suns guard Cameron Payne, who scored 19 of the team's 25 points right there. And that was just the beginning for Cameron Payne. In the second quarter, we saw the Los Angeles Clippers this time come out on top with the scoring, but only by 2 points, with the second quarter score being 25-23. Which was odd to me, as it took 3.5 minutes for the Clippers to score the first field goal of the quarter, but was eventually able to just outscore the Suns nearing the end of the quarter. In this quarter, we saw Deandre Ayton not score a single point after dropping 12 in that previous first quarter, and Devin Booker again has a sluggish quarter, scoring only 5 points, but we saw Cameron Payne continue to light it up, and this time ending that quarter with 9 more points, going into halftime with 16 to his name. And again, he was still not finished. In the third quarter, the Los Angeles Clippers were able to come out and score the first 4 points of the quarter, but then proceeded to commit costly fouls, sending the Phoenix Suns players to the free throw line again and again, and got outscored in that quarter 27-24. And Cameron Payne once again was the quarter's high scorer on the floor, and with Devin Booker still struggling to get his points up, Cameron Payne got another 7 points just himself to help the team keep the lead going into that last quarter. And in the fourth quarter, the Los Angeles Clippers knew they had to pull something off to win this game, and they very much almost did that. Although the Clippers did outscore the Phoenix Suns 32-29 that quarter, and was the only team between the two to score over 30 points in this whole game. It came down to crunch time, which was for some players clutch time, and the Clippers had to go on a very late game run, and wasn't able to take the lead until there was about 21 seconds left in the game, and left on the clock. After fighting their way back into the game, Paul George took a clutch mid-range jumper that put the Clippers up by just 1 point. In the last 20 seconds, there were 2 plays that had to get reviewed, which just added the fuel to the intensity fire. But it was a crucial moment for the Clippers that pretty much sealed their fate, where Paul George got fouled with 8 seconds left, and went to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. And someone at the caliber of Paul George, who scores, over 80% of his free throws throughout his whole career, it should be no problem making both, right? Wrong. Paul George, who has been playing exceptionally since Kawhi has been out, missed the first shot, which could have put the Clippers up by 2, and then he missed the second shot. So they just kept the lead of 1 point. The Phoenix Suns grabbed the rebound off of the missed free throw and called a timeout to advance the ball to the middle of the court. And after the inbound play, they attempted to make a play that ended with Mikal Bridges standing in the corner shooting a three-pointer, but the shot missed and the ball went out of bounds, with the Clippers being the last to touch the ball after the video review, giving Phoenix the ball back with only 0.8 seconds left on the clock and one more opportunity. Then it happened. With that 0.8 seconds left, we saw Phoenix Suns forward Jay Crowder make an inbound play where he lobbed the ball up to Deandre Ayton, who was able to break away after a screen set by Devin Booker, and threw down the alley-oop slam to take the lead by 1 point there. With that shot being a quick inbound play, it pretty much only took 0.1, 0.2 seconds off the clock and gave the Clippers just one very quick opportunity to get a shot off to win the game. But although that did not happen, and Paul George pretty much got the ball inbounded from all the way half court and took the shot, but faded away and missed the shot. Missed or not, I believe the shot went. He got the shot off after the the horn sounded, anyways. So it's neither here or there. Although Deandre Ayton was the savior of the game, my player of the game was for sure Cameron Payne, who not only had a playoff career high, but a career high in general of 29 points, along with 9 assists to lead the team to this victory in Game 2. Game 3 happening Thursday, June 24th. And as we've seen in the past, we've seen already the Clippers go down 0-2 and somehow storm back and win the last 2 series before this one. Could they do it again? Who knows, but can't wait to see. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the page. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a thumbs up there and subscribe there as well if you haven't already. We'll see you guys with the next sports video. See you.